what they can ask. So. Hello and welcome everyone to Working on Clouds, where we look at your work life and we're trying to make it as soft and cushy as you are walking on clouds. And today we talk about sorry, I'm sorry, or sorry, I'm not sorry, or when to say sorry. So basically we're talking about apologizing. So because it's also an interesting topic, right? So sometimes we think about, I have to say sorry because, it's just important, I did something wrong and I need to apologize. And that's absolutely the right time and way to do it. But then sometimes sorry has become so automatically in our vocabulary that we are tending to say it all the time. So I want to discuss today here when to say sorry, maybe how to say sorry, and what to watch out for. And now I feel like I've said already sorry so many times that I'm doing it. Okay, so my tip number one is don't start with an apology unless you really screwed up. Okay, so let's say the case you really screwed up, you did something wrong, then of course it's very important to sincerely apologize to the person and to bring it there. But often I notice in work situations that people start with an apology when it's not so helpful for them. Let me give you an example. So you start a presentation and you start with, sorry, the PowerPoint slides didn't upload really, or, sorry, I was so rushed, or sorry, you expected somebody else. So it's actually very, how can I say this, tempting for a lot of people to start presentations or maybe team meetings when they speak up with a sorry or an apology. I think it is because it makes us maybe calm down a little bit, or we think if we lower the expectations, then people will receive us better. But I would be very careful about that, because first impressions count, and if you start with an apology already, then you kind of taking away the impact of hopefully your confident speech or your confident contribution in a meeting, for example. So don't start with an apology unless you really screwed up. Then you should start with one. Then you should check if, and again, I only know the German word for this. I think people, if you are on my channel, you're gonna learn German with me. That's how it goes. Or French. So, the German word is Weichspüler. And Weichspüler is basically what we put into the washing to make it more softener. So what is it? Fabric softener. But Weichspüler sounds much nicer, doesn't it? So we're talking about Weichspüler. So has sorry become a Weichspüler for you? So has sorry become something automatically that you're using? For example, I use a lot of, it's like, or do you know what I mean? They are my Weichspüler, so I constantly use them. So I'm trying to be a bit more attentive. So check for yourself if sorry has become one of these automated words that you squeeze into every sentence. And another good thing to watch out for is, it is to actually show empathy even when it's not your fault. What does that mean? So it could mean that to a friend or to a colleague, let's say something bad happens. So let's do something that actually happened to me. So I did for me it was a very important talk. So I did a TEDx talk, my second one, and I prepared for it forever. And it actually went well, I thought, on the day. It was well received from the audience. And then we find out, and those who are, with me sometimes know this already, the microphone did not work. And that was very sad for me. So, but there were a lot of people who came to me and just said, I'm so sorry this happened to you. And they had nothing to do with the situation. But it's sometimes nice to express your empathy and, feeling for the other person, putting yourself in their shoes. and to just simply say, I'm sorry this happened to you, or I'm sorry this is like this for you. So this has not really something to do with an apology, but I think it's very, very important to showcase you care and you are with the other person. And again, if it is your fault, then you should, of course, really go and do a proper apology. So today we covered sorry, I'm sorry, or sorry, I'm not sorry. So when to say it and when not to say it and what to watch out for. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and see you next time. Bye bye.